Right, welcome to our weekly YouTube video, and we are now well into 2025. I hope it's been a decent start for you. Interesting times, of course, in the solar industry. We're starting to see sort of things changing a little bit, sort of to pick up a little bit. There's more awareness about what I actually have. There's greater education, I think, when it comes to energy usage. So, yeah, very exciting time. And I think what we're starting to see is also, as the as the public are more educated, there seems to be more awareness and asking, I think, the right questions. And that's what we're trying to do in our weekly video, is to address some of these issues. Now, last week, we've been driving around on an electric scooter around the factory. We spoke about 3 things we want to touch on as we kick off 2025. One of them today is about expanding my system. Next week, we want to talk about the 12B tax allowance. Just to remind you, as we go to next week's video, we've got less than a month to go before possibly the 12B tax allowance will be coming to an end. So great opportunity, and we're seeing businesses waking up a little bit too late for this. So get chatting to us as quick as possible. And then finally, we want to talk a little bit about the looming electricity price increase. What's it going to be, and what kind of impact it's going to have on consumers? Many people have gone down the solar route, but their systems are not really giving them the return on investment. So we want to look at how to mitigate those rising electricity costs with the microcare system, and how you can get your best return of investment, but also mitigate that increase so that it's not really going to be felt. All right, so those are coming up over the next 2 weeks. Let's talk today about something that we're finding quite common. Over the last 2 years of load shedding and the massive adjustment we've had to make in our nation, we've all sort of got some kind of backup system, whether it's solar or just an inverter with batteries. And a lot of these imported products have built-in solar chargers. You might remember Microcare, our MPPTs are separate. And that's really for customized, most efficient use. And we've made a couple of videos about that, and happy to touch on that as well. But a lot of people have bought a system, and we'll give you a typical example just to sort of get through load shedding. But now we're not looking to get through load shedding. We're looking to mitigate energy costs, create energy security. How do I shield myself, my business, my home against the rising energy costs? So this is what we're now changing our conversation around solar. Now, typically, somebody would have had an inverter that had sort of an MPPT connection. And let's just use an example of maybe they could have had 4 panels, maybe even 2 strings of 4 panels. It's a typical kind of system. Built-in MPPT in the inverter, nice, easy, simple installation. But this is maybe only giving you 30% of your energy costs. So you're now saying, hang on, 70% of my energy costs I'm paying Eskom. That's going to be even more now. So my return on investment is getting less and less. So people phoning us and saying, listen, and I'll use a different color. I want to add on here. Can I add? Yeah, like this drying Koki asking the question whether that's possible. And this is the great thing about a microcare system. Is if you had a microcare system, these two would be separate, the inverter and the MPPT. And so expansion is a lot easier. In these systems, you simply can't add any more panels. And so this versatility, the customized requirement of a product, is vital with what we do at Microcare. So our MPPTs can be simply added on. And we started to see now clients having systems like this, adding another MPPT and then adding more and more panels. And that is doable. In fact, you can add more batteries as well. So the battery bank can be expanded as we go. And this is the versatility of the product. The challenge, of course, is when the MPPT is built in, you can't do much more. So you need some clever engineering there. You need someone who really knows the products. So when it comes to adding and expanding, of course, Microcare is there to assist you. We can simply add another MPPT with panels. You can have more batteries. You can expand as you want to. But it's quite important that you speak to a really accredited solar installer and make sure that you get a product that has this kind of versatility. What's going to happen is this product will carry on, and we're starting to see warranties around these being questioned and changed a little bit. But in terms of expansion, Microcare has been here 35 years. We're going to keep on being here. So the ability to expand is always going to be there. So as you grow, as you expand your home, your family, your business, we can keep ensuring that you've got more panels, more batteries, and more solar connection. So the science of that, how much more do I need, is something that needs to be done through an accredited installer. But of course, as always, we've seen it a lot this year. Get hold of Microcare, and we want to help you expand your system. Why? Because you want a greater return of investment. With rising energy costs, with more demand, how do I make sure that I get the best out of my return out of the investment that I've made, rather? So get hold of our team. Our sales team are here to assist you. Whatever system you've got, we're here to make sure that you are getting the best return of investment while enjoying our beautiful sunshine. Well, not today. We got rain here. Anyway, I hope you're having a good start to your year. As always, please like, share, and subscribe, and look out for our video next week on the 12B tax allowance. And yeah, all the best. Cheers.